Hi, this is Charlene Turner. I'm going to show you how to do a very simple kaleidoscope cane. Now, I know a few people have asked me this on some of the groups that I'm on, and some people are afraid to try a simple cane of kaleidoscope. So here it is. Let me show you what I've done. Basically, I have taken 4 blocks of clay, of Kato clay, or you can use any clay that you prefer. Let's do that the right way. In this video, I've done 2 canes so that you can see how they go together and what you can do with them. So for the first one, I'm going to show you how to put it together, and then the next video I will show you what you can do with them. So here it is. You've conditioned your clay, and I've taken some clay and I have conditioned it and just made straight strips through the pasta machine. On the one setting for these, I did some, my allergies are bothering me, did some rolled simple log canes. Taken the log canes and just wrapped them with another sheet of clay to make a circle covered with a different color. Now, I've used black and red here just to show the simplicity of what you can do with just simple canes. Very simple pieces in different shapes. So we're going to start with this as my background, and I'm going to lift this up a little higher so you can watch me work. And all I'm going to do is just make decisions. Now, I've done this all at about 1 inch thick, maybe just a little. This seems to be a little bit taller than 1 inch, but you get the general idea. So I'm going to try to just incorporate the reds and the black different ways. Now, that's a simple circle. And now I'm going to take this piece here, pinch and squeeze, and turn it into a triangle. So it's almost, it's tough to do this one-handed, but try to do it against a flat surface so you've almost got a triangle, and you can pinch the edges like this to sharpen up your edges of the triangle. So I'm going to put this here. Let's do it. I'll put it there for now. And then trim off your ends. Save your pieces. So I put that in there. So now, so far, and remember, you can stretch and move the clay so it fits what you're working in. So there. Now I'm going to do the same thing with a piece of red. And I'm just going to stick it in here. Now, I'm not trying to make any particular pattern. The only thing I'm trying to do is just build something semi-interesting. Now, I only use 2 colors just to give you a basic idea of what you're, just a basic kaleidoscope. Now, I'm going to take this one. I'm going to cut it in half. And put one there. That was a little thinner. I think let's save that. That one there, and then I'm going to take this one, or this one, and again, you can triangle it. And what I'm trying not to do is do conformity, meaning I'm not trying to make it the same on all the different sides, because the magic of this is you can create 3 different patterns by not making everything look identical. You want your 3 sides, when you make this into a triangle, to look completely different, so that when you go to try to put a pattern together, you're going to have 3 different designs, not just 1, not 2, and it makes it much more interesting And it's also a great surprise when you get done with it. So I'm going to make the long end here. Now again, I'm not trying to do anything fancy here. I'm not trying to create a particular pattern. My objective here is to just show you not to be afraid, because I know a lot of people I've heard say, oh, I just can't do a kaleidoscope. Yeah, you can. This is pretty easy. So this is what we got so far. That line will push together when we get there. Now I take in just a couple, and I've had this on my setting 1 on the pasta machine, and it's not quite tall enough. I can push that cane down if I want to. And take my roller. If you don't have a pasta machine, you can use a roller, although your sheets won't be as even as you'd like them to be, but you can still do that because, hey, you're just learning. And I'm going to take a couple of pieces off of this. First I'm going to level it out a little bit. Let's try to cut them close to the same size. 1, 2. And let's see where I want to put this. I think I'm going to level this out a little bit. Remember, your clay is very flexible, so you can play with it and do whatever you want. There we go. So now this clay is pretty warm. At the moment I'm in Florida, and it's about 70 some odd degrees here. And so my clay, even though this is Kato, it's fairly soft at this point. And I'm just going to stretch this clay out a little bit. Take one of my round pieces. And just roll that out a little bit smaller. I'm going to adjust the camera here, or adjust my fingers. And I'm going to roll it up. This is what I did with the first curl. I call them curls. Cut off the end. And let's see, we got a lot of black going on this side, so I'm gonna push it against here. Now I'm not being terrifically neat because I'm just trying to show you what you can accomplish. And go like that. Now, how's that gonna look when we get done? I don't know. That's the fun part. And then I think we need a couple of triangles. Let's put that there. I like to try to keep my piece like that. And let's see, we could use something else. Now I'm just using basic simple pieces. We could go like this, which is kind of interesting. And they're just all going to get squished together. So that, and that's what I got. And then I could take, kind of level out my ends here a little bit so it's a little smoother. Now I'm winging this, so hang in there. Not making any particular plan, I'm just going for it. I'm taking my log, rolling it a little bit thinner. And smooth it out with your fingers to try to make it a little more even. And take a piece of that. I'm going to cut it in half again. I'm trying to be even this time. It's tough to do when I'm looking down over above the camera. Alright, let's put one like this there. And just for the heck of it, no, we're going to get too much, well, I might get too much conformity there, and I really don't want conformity. I don't want it to all look the same or look, two sides to look the same, but actually that's not going to happen because this doesn't look like this side, doesn't look like this side, this doesn't look like this. So there we go. Now maybe you're thinking, ick. You know, when I do a lot of these, I go, ick. What the heck am I doing? At this point, you can stop. Now, I'm doing this as a simple cane. Don't panic. What's going to happen, it can be very, very interesting. So now my question is, I need to turn this into a triangle. So I got some really wonky sides going on here. But the clay's soft enough so I can start pressing it down on the table. Turn, press, turn, press, turn. Start pinching this up so it makes a triangle. Just pinch. Now normally at this point I would set this aside for about 2 hours because the particles, the molecules in this, because the clay is so warm, are bouncing. What's going to happen is some of the center clay here is going to be at a cooler temperature than the outer clay, so you're going to get a lot of stretch from the outer clay. But to get you started, form it into your basic triangle. Let that sit for about 2 hours. Now I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to do the second half of the video because it takes a while to load these on YouTube and my camera's not all that fast. So check in for video number 2 on Crazy Kaleidoscope Cane from Charlene Turner. Thank you.